Monday, 2 o'clock. Time for our weekly crafting session. Just going to find myself on my iPad and just wait for everyone to jump on. If you're here, jump in and say hello. Okay, and now I have found myself, so excuse me for a minute while I pop this up. Hello, Cheryl. Thank you for joining me from Kansas. Oh my Lord. And with me glasses on, I got that wrong. That's really bad. Margaret, hello and welcome. Linda, hello and welcome. Thank you for sharing, Linda and Margaret. All right, so today I'm going to be using the Holly Jolly Christmas stamp set. I love this stamp set because, like, who doesn't love Santa? He is really, really nice. And these trees are really cute as well. And the stockings. Really, really great stamp set. And if you haven't caught up with my Facebook page yet and my posts, then my product of the week this week is this actual suite. So I don't have the, I have to stop saying so. Bad habit. It's like I think my so is my Does that make sense? It does in my head. Hang on, I'm just trying to get the Christmas catalogue. Hello, Penny. Hello, Joyce, and hello, Kathy. Thank you for joining me. This is the Night Before Christmas suite, which is my product of the week. Really, really beautiful set of papers that accompany this stamp set and the dies. Now, this paper has a real vintage feel to it. So as soon as I saw it, I thought, oh, I have lots of vintage Christmas photos of me and my brother, or mainly my brother. And these sort of vintagey papers, look at mine. This is all that I've got left. That's a bit sad, isn't it? That's it. That's all I've got left. Not much from the pack. But one in particular, which I don't even know if I have it, any left. Look at those Santa hats. They're really cool. So if you haven't seen the paper, all right, really vintage on one side, little letters there, or envelope, sorry, and quite neutral on the other side. So really nice. Love the holly leaves. And that's got, like, I think it's the colours I've used. It's got like a vintagey feel to it for me. You've got the waves with stars and Santa in his sleigh, and that is definitely vintagey to me. And I sort of checked that probably on the screen looks really funny, makes your eyes go weird. It does for me. And the Christmas light bulbs on the other side. A lovely generic pattern that is great for mail cards. Not just Christmas, but like great mail cards. Really, really nice. And this is all-time classic vintage to me. That is, I love that. I remember the ornaments my mum used to have that were like that. Like, you can't buy those shaped ones anymore. Like, oh, they were so cute. So cool. And Mum had ones that had like cut out in the middle a bit, and they had like a scene in them. Oh, they were beautiful. With glitter around the edges. Oh, candy canes, and the mug and chocolate chip cookies on the other side. This is the one that I love the most. Look at this. Beautiful Christmas trees with the presents underneath. And I don't know about any of you, but the presents under our tree were always fake up until Christmas morning. And they were just, Mum just got empty boxes and wrapped them really pretty and put ribbon and stuff on them. And the same presents came out year after year after year. Yeah. It was funny when the grandkids started turning up, because, you know, they just saw presents and went, yes, I want to unwrap them. And then Mum let them unwrap a couple. And then the look on their faces was priceless when they were empty. And this cute reindeer stag, I guess. Yes, they were beautiful decorations back then, Kathy. Nothing like they have now. And then stripes on the back of these. And that one is the cute stockings. So I'm not sure I have shown you every paper in the pack, because, yeah, like I've said, I've used some. Oh, look, there's another one. Presents. And on the other side is this really nice green. So I've got bits and bobs. Oh, I know what I haven't got left is the nice one with all the trees. So there's a there's a bit of it. So it's just like lanterns or light bulbs with the starry sky in the background and all these trees. So that's obviously a full page of that. But I've cut up and used mine, so that's all I have left. So that's the paper. And there's also a Memories and More pack that goes along with it if you're into that sort of thing. I know a lot of people don't do memory keeping. They tend to keep their photos on their hard drives and do nothing with them. Such a shame. But the Memories and More packs make really the quickest and easiest birthday card, easiest cards for whatever occasion the pack is. So these ones happen to be Christmas. The quickest Christmas cards ever. Like, I'll give you a sneak peek of a few that I've got coming up on a blog post later this week. And I tell you, they are so quick and easy. I'll just show you these ones. Alright, so that top card is just one of the cards from the pack. And I've just cut a bit of the paper from the paper pack. And this is our note cards, cute little note cards that already come pre-scored, ready to fold. And I have just stuck the paper on the back, this card on the front, crooked by the way. I've just noticed that's not straight. And the Memories and More pack comes with 5 sheets of the stickers. So I've just stuck the holly sticker on, a few stars and a bow. And like that took 2 minutes to make that card. So here's another one that's even quicker. Paper, card from the pack, and a sticker for a sentiment. So like if you're not into memory keeping and you want some really quick cards, then you can't go past the Memories and More. So I'll show you, that's what I'm going to show you. I'm not going to show you the rest. You'll have to look out for the blog post on Wednesday for the rest of them. So anyway, that's what's in the range. Right, so I've shown you the paper. I've shown you what you can do with the Memories and More. Now I'll show you the dies. Okay, let's move this out of the way. So that's the stamp set and the dies. Oh my lord. Wait till you see these dies. So, so cool. Yes, mine are a mess. Mine never ever get stuck back down to the packet like they should. So we have Santa. Alright, he cuts out Santa. I have to put him that way so he cuts out. No, that way. What was I doing? There you go. Cuts out Santa. You have the boots. And then you've got the present. So I all cut them out. This cute little tag. So I'm sorry, Love Santa and Believe. Believe doesn't quite fit, but Love Santa fits in there. And then you've got this gorgeous reindeer and Santa on the sleigh. And the words, 'tis the season to be jolly. Really, really cool set of dies that go along with this stamp set. And of course you can buy them individually, but you buy the stamp set and the dies together, you always save 10% when they're in a bundle. So that's my product of the week. And I thought I'd make a few cards with it today. Right, now I have 2 cards prepped ready to go, which is simply going to be gluing, because I wanted to show you I'll let you know that my class coming out tomorrow is using this suite. Okay, so hey Sandy, how are you? So this is one of the cards from the class. All right, now I thought that is really cool. That's a lot of fussy cutting though, because there's different shaped presents on the DSP. So all that is paper from the presents from the designer series paper cut out and stuck in a circle, because you know I like wreaths, so I have to make everything into a wreath. So that's that one in the class, but I thought I could recreate it using the stamp set and the dies. So I've got 2 prepped here ready to go, and then I'm going to stamp one, okay, at the end. Hey Kay, how are you? Right, now what I did for this one, I've drawn the circle, which is what I used to make my wreath. And then I put on what I was going to do and then went, no, it needs something else on there. So that wasn't going to work. Because what I'm going to do now is cover that with designer series paper. All right, so normally, like in that one I showed you, I draw the circle. That's my guide for gluing everything on. But when I did it with the plain presents that were stamped and cut out, It just didn't look enough on the card. So we're going to have to draw that circle onto the designer series paper. So this is just a strip, I don't even know how wide it is, it's an offcut from one of the pieces that I've used on another card. Alright, now I'm going to draw the circle. So I just use my die cut. You could use the actual die if you wanted to, but no one notices a pencil ever when I've done this, or if they have, they haven't told me. But it's easy to rub off. So you're just going to use a pencil and mark around. Now I'm pressing quite hard because this is patterned paper, so it's a little bit hard to see. Normally on a card I would do it quite lightly. Alright, now if that pencil mark is going to worry you, no one's going to notice that when I put that on the card, because they won't know that I've done that unless they've watched this video, of course. But you can rub it out, or you can get a sponge dauber and sponge around the edge of the circle if that pencil's going to worry you. Alright, so just quickly rub out some of that. And now all we're going to do is position our presents. So we're going to recreate that other card, but these ones are just red and green presents that I've stamped and then cut out using the dies. So I am just going to alternate them in colours. Oh, yes, Kay, you have your knee replacement surgery coming up. I hope it all goes well. I know a lot of people who had that surgery. Everyone has mixed recovery, so you can't judge what's going to happen to you by what happens to someone else. All right, so that's pretty much where they're going to end up. Obviously I'm going to glue them on a little bit neater. So now I'm just going to glue them, and that's all there is to this card. Really simple, but it's my wreath and I have to do a wreath. So while I'm gluing these down, if you are local to me and coming to class this Friday, I'm so excited. I picked up the keys for the hall this morning. Oh, really excited. Can't wait. So I've got a couple of people coming. If you are coming, you need to let me know by Wednesday so I have time to cut kits for you. Oops, sorry, that was a bit noisy. So we're doing Christmas cards. There'll be 4 cards that you're doing. And yeah, should be good. Hall's in a lovely spot, so it's nice and quiet. I do believe there's a tennis court next to it, and I do believe the tennis ladies might be there on Friday having a bash. And I know a few people have asked for weekend classes. I checked with the hall this morning and they don't do regular weekend bookings, okay? So I will have to find another location if I decide to do weekend classes. I can do a once off maybe, or once a month or something. But yeah, I have to see how that goes, if I have enough people interested. Alright, really simple. We are just gluing. The longest part of this card is stamping and cutting out all these presents. There is only the one present die in this set. So, yeah, you do have to, I think there's like 16, 14 presents or something here. You do have to cut them out individually. So that's a lot of rolling through the big shop. Or if you wanted to, you could eliminate the designer series paper and just actually stamp them on the card. So that will be a much quicker way to do it, because it does take a bit of die cutting. Alright, 2 more to go. It doesn't take that long to stick it down, put it together. Longest part is that die cutting. But hey, rope your kids into it. So this is not the sort of card that you would want to send out as your Christmas card to everyone, because I can guarantee you get through a few and go, no, that's just too time consuming. Now we're going to just put the sentiment on this middle piece. I'm going to choose red because the paper, the designer series paper I've used is red. And fingers crossed I get it on there, and I did. So thank you for watching, everyone. It's really cool that you're spending your part of your day with me. All right, so this one I am going to dimensionalize. Oops. Okay, we're just going to put that on there, and then I am just going to glue this to a circle. Lots of glue so it sticks to the glitter paper. And there we have our present. I'm calling it a present wreath card. Cool. All right, so I've got another one of these. Now with this second one, yeah, I lost it there for a minute. With this one, I went the extra step and I coloured the presents with, with the, what am I trying to say? Stampin' blends. And same principle. So this is our paper that's going to go across the middle. And then I promise after this one, I'm going to stamp one. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. It's just a really simple idea. But like I said, the time is taken up with this, with the die cutting. Right, again, just going to mark out our circle. And the colours I've used in these presents, I took off the paper. So it's sort of like the colours that are in the designer series paper. Alright, and now we just sort of have to arrange them again. Now I don't know whether I want to do like keep a pattern or do them, I don't know, we'll put them down. I was going to scatter them, but I'm not sure. I'm a bit like, I don't know, it's not ACD, but it's like things have to be matchy and it's probably why I like Stampin' Up so much, because everything coordinates and I have to think about matching and whatever. Like, oh, is that ribbon going to go with that cardstock, with that ink? Because that just all gets too hard when you have to make those sort of decisions. And crafting should be fun. What have I done? I need a red one. And then what do I need? A yellow one. Let me see what that looks like. Yeah, you know what? That will work. All right, cool. So then I have extras now I can use on another card. All right, and then let's move them to one side. We're quickly going to stick these down. And then I'm going to stamp one, so bear with me. I know this is very boring just watching someone glue and stick, isn't it? Oh no, now my glue's running out. No! Disaster. So did everyone have a lovely weekend? If you saw my page, my post, you would have known that I was watching the Bathurst race yesterday. And my team won. Woohoo. Always good. I've been a long time fan of Dick Johnson. So the 17 car is my car I go for. So happy they won. Not happy about the protest that's in place at the moment, but hopefully that'll all be sorted and he won't have the title taken away. So what did everyone do on the weekend? Oh, thank you, Margaret. So while you're here, I'll let you know there's a new online class opening tomorrow. Yes, Kelly, you finally get to see a video. So the current All About masks online class. Registration is closing for that today. So if you haven't signed up yet, then please do. You get 65, no, sorry, start again. Oh, my glue's running out. Get over $60 worth of product. The class is $65. So you get 10 project kits and the $60 of product plus a tutorial for each one. So really good value class, and you learn some really cool techniques. So please join me. Marilyn, you're watching and almost forgot to say hello. Well, at least you said hello. That's the important part. Thank you for watching. And Fiona, would it work if you put the glue on the circle you have, then just add, you have penned, and then add the pen? Yes, I could. You know, would glue on the circle you've penned, and then I could do that. Put glue around there. Yeah, I could. But knowing my luck, I'd take too long putting the presents on, and then glue would go dry. But yes, that is a way you could do it. You could even, if you wanted to, put glue on the back of this and stick your presents around on the back of that and then stick that on. There's another way you could do it. The card ministry at my church gathered to make cards we sell and give out. That, Cheryl, that's an amazing idea. That is so cool. I actually had an email this morning from, I can't remember the organisation, charity, that I had done, when I was in Sydney, I had done card making 3 days a week at community centres, and that's not in the middle of the circle. Never mind. And someone from there had contacted or had told this other charity about the classes I used to do, and this second charity is wanting to do a card making session, like a one-off Christmas card making session, and they asked if I'd be interested in doing it, and I went, oh, I'm sorry, I've moved to Queensland, but that sounds like an awesome idea. So it's so good to give back to the community, use our skills for bettering other people, making them have a wonderful experience. So this one's a much more vintagey look. So you can vote on which one that you like. Let me know. I will put a post up later today so you can vote. So there's the second one. All right, and now I'm going to do a third one. We're going to stamp this one, and it's not going to be presents. I'm going to use these really cool funky trees. So the idea for this one is in my head, but I have no idea if it's going to turn out. So forgive me if it doesn't. Right, we have, I forgot to cut out my red glittery circle. Oh no. Oh, can you hear my bracelet? I'm sorry, is that annoying, my bracelet? I just got to show you. This is from the new Christmas Time Is Here suite that's coming next week. And I'm a sucker for jewelry, if you hadn't noticed. And this bracelet, this bangle that they have coming in the Christmas Time Is Here suite is just, I adore it. So it's just lovely. But the charms do give a bit of a, you know, a noise when you wear it all the time. Doesn't worry me, but I'm sure I'm waiting for the family to tell me that it's too noisy. I need to take it off. Right, this is a one layer card, this one, because we are, well, not all totally one layer, but mostly we are going to stamp on this one. So we're going to draw a little circle. Oops, not a very straight little circle there. Oh my lord, look what I've done. Hey, let's try that again. I drew on my circle. All right, there we go. Now, the trees. The idea is I'm just going to stamp around with the trees and then stamp off and stamp around. Make sense? Oh, I can't see your see more comment, Cheryl. I'm going to try, but it may not show me. No, I can't see it. I will have to. Oh, okay. They hadn't received the card from the church, but if they wouldn't have been acknowledged. Oh, wow. Yes. So you don't know, do you, with people? Like, you forget that not everyone has family around, and not everyone, even if they do, have the sort of family that will acknowledge things like that. So that's amazing. That's really cool that you can make a difference in someone's life like that. All right, so there's our first row of trees. And I have realized that this is not going to work because I wanted to stamp off and stamp again, but then they're going to be overlapping, aren't they? And I don't think I have the strength to do a mask. Is that slack? It probably is. And there's no die cut for these. Oh no. Dilemma. Let's try a mask and see how that goes. So if you haven't done a mask before, really easy to do. You just need a post-it note. Stamp up the sticky end. What I might actually do is do it this way. Okay. And you're going to cut out your trees. Right, so this is going to be a longer video than I thought. So, you know, if you hang around to the end, that's you going good. Because this might take a while. And I can't even fast forward either, because it's live. But anyway, so what can I tell you? We have a new trimmer coming out that demonstrators can purchase now. Whoops. But no one else can. So it's a really, really cool trimmer. I love it. I've started using it already. And what else? The Christmas time is here sweet is coming 1st of November. You'll be able to order that. That is really nice. And if you're local and going to come to my classes, we'll be using that on the class on the 1st of November. It's really pretty. I have 4 lovely projects designed already. If I'm off camera, please tell me. So I'm too busy cutting to be looking. And I'm not going to go all the way down with these trees. We'll just do the top section. What else? So I've told you that my online class all about masks is finishing today, registration. And the new one will be up tomorrow using this lovely suite. I don't know, what else do I have to tell you? I think that might be it. Oh, and back to the trimmer and the Christmas time is here. If you were interested in joining my team, you can add them both to your starter kit. So that's always really cool. All right, there we have our tree mask, okay? A little bit fussy, but I think it's the only way that my card idea in my head is going to work. So we're going to just line that up. And I'm sorry if my fat head gets in the way. Right, we'll see how this goes. Now, I've stamped off once, so it will be lighter, and I should have done a second mask. Oh no. No, no, no. Let's not, let's, oh. I'm so indecisive. I need a second mask. Really? See, now I can't talk. All the ideas in my head don't always work. So, sorry. But this is how I come up with my ideas. I just play around, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So we're just going to do another quick mask. This one's going to be cut out even messier. Oh my gosh, and when you try to do things faster, sometimes you fumble and bumble, and then it takes you twice as long. And now it's sticking to the scissors. Oh, definitely Monday, isn't it? I feel a bit like Monday-itis today. Must have been all the energy I put into watching the race yesterday. I was very happy when my team won, must admit. It was funny because my husband was going for Holden. So if you're in Australia, you'll understand the Ford and Holden rivalry. And I've been a Ford fan from way back. And he's a Holden fan. So it was like, he kept giving me updates on what's happening with Lounsey. And it's like, no, I don't want to know. Like, yes, I do like Lounsey. But I was going for Ford. Didn't want to know what they were doing. Nearly there. We are nearly there. I think this will be worth it in the end. Oops. Oops, I've redesigned the trees. Alright, so here we go. There you go. Much better. And I've just stuck my finger on that stamp, so. Alright, so now we just have to keep moving the mask around. Sorry if I went off screen. And this is not the easiest one to line up with a mask. But we will see. So I'm just going to keep moving it around. Thank you for those that are still sticking around. Yes, glad Ford won, Sandy. Yep. Oh, I should have really done higher trees there. Never mind. You get the idea. I'm glad I didn't come up with this card design for class, hey. It would take a while. Be easier if we had a die for these trees, because then you could just cut one really easy. Alright, I think we are done. There we go. That's my idea for the trees. And what you could do, if this wasn't directly on the card front, okay, so I've stamped this straight on the card front. If it wasn't on the card front, you could actually colour those first row of trees with Stampin' blends so they stand out a little bit more. Should I do that? Tell me, should I do that? Or you're probably all bored by now, hey? Just means it's gonna go through to the front inside of the card, and then I'll have to cut it off and put it on another card. But I also do that a lot too. We might do that, you know, because I think it needs it. So, Mossy Meadow, light Mossy Meadow. No, yes, oh, I've stamped him in Garden Green. Hey Karen, how are you? Thank you for jumping on. Should I colour the trees? I don't have a Garden Green Stampin' blend, so I don't know what colour to do. Oh, decisions. I can't, not today. Don't feel like I can adult or anything today. You know what, I'm just going to do it. Here we go. Colouring the trees, the first row of trees. And hopefully, if I don't do it too heavy, then it won't bleed through too much. No shading or anything happening here. We are just colouring. Like back in the school days. Oh, look, it's going through, but that's okay. You're not sure what I'm doing? No, neither do I, Karen. So welcome to the club. Right, what I am doing is making wreath cards today using non-wreath stamps because I love a good wreath card. And I've made these two using the presents, and we're using the Night Before Christmas product suite. So the Holly Jolly Christmas stamp set and the matching dies and the Night Before Christmas Designer Series paper. And this one I'm doing right now was a good idea in my head. Then when I went to stamp it, I realised that no, I needed to mask the first trees I put down. And then I realised I needed 2 masks. And now I've decided that the first trees I put down need a bit of colour on them. And then I didn't have a garden green Stampin' blend, so I couldn't decide what green to use. And I've just gone with this one, which is Light Mossy Meadow. So maybe I should next time plan what I'm doing and don't listen to the voices in my head because they don't have very good ideas. Oh, look, if you can't have fun with your craft, what's the point, hey? Nearly there. We are halfway there. Are you all bored yet? I haven't even looked. How many of you are still there? I don't want to know because you're probably all gone, this woman is mad. Let's move along. Nothing to see here. Nearly there. Oh, 4 more trees and we are done. Oh no, I went outside the lines with that one. Goodness. Alright, there we go. Our trees are coloured. Alright. Now, we're going to stamp our sentiment. And I didn't cut my red glitter circle, so let's do one of them. What do I do with a red ink pad? Oh, thank you, Sandy. You're too sweet. All good. There we go. And now I need a red circle. Let me just grab the dies. Circles, where are you, my layering circles? And then, pretty sure it's this one I've used. Now, my electronic die cutting machine is going to be noisy, so I apologise for that right now. I think in the end this is going to look really pretty. So all the messing around was probably worth it. Right, again, just because I can, I've lost my dimensionals now, here they are. We're going to dimensionalize this. Alright, hopefully that's covering them all. It's probably down a little bit further than it should be, but hey, oops, all good. And my glue's empty. There we go, look at that. Is that straight? Now it is. I like that in the end. We could do a little bit more finessing with it. Maybe another row of trees would look really good. But there we have it. 3 wreath cards made without wreaths and using the Night Before Christmas suite. So this one would look nice with a bow down here as well, maybe, and little red rhinestones. Let me have a look. Do I have them? Little red rhinestones on the top of each tree. What? Wow, what was that you just used? My die cutting machine you're talking about, Sandy? I'm sorry, it was a bit noisy. Okay, it is a Gemini Junior by Crafter's Companion. And the reason I got it was that my Big Shot was limping along. The handle keeps coming off because I think it's been overworked, and the screw thing holding in has been a bit stripped over the years. So when Stampin', when Stampin' Up discontinued the Big Shot because of the issue with Sizzix, there was no indication of when a new machine was coming out. So I thought, oh, my poor Big Shot is probably not going to survive much longer. So I had a birthday coming up, and I decided that, well, now or never, I should say, is the time to get an electronic die cutting machine. So that's what I chose as my birthday present. And I do love it because it's easy and it's quick. It's noisy though. Even though I saw a comparison of this one with another one, and this apparently is quieter than the other one, so the other one it's been really noisy. I won't be using it for classes because we do have another die cutting machine coming out. Stampin' Up had bring out another die cutting machine, which I wasn't aware of at the time when I bought this one. So there you go. That's the story with that. I know, Sandy, I was very lucky to get that. I've had my eye on a different one for a while, the Tim Holtz one, but I don't know. I heard some bad reviews about it, so I thought, oh, I don't want to spend all that money and then find that it's no good. And the reason why I won't use it in classes, obviously, because I can't sell it. Like, I can only sell Stampin' Up things. But also, if it breaks down, then that's it. You can't do anything. Like, whereas it's more unlikely for a Big Shot, our new die cutting machine, to stop working than it is for something electronic. And if there's no power, then we can still craft in the hall because there's lots of natural light, but we can't use a electronic die cutting machine if there's no power. So yeah. Okay, that's it, ladies. Thank you so much for watching. Apologies that my idea in my head didn't quite work out, but it doesn't look too bad in the end. I might stamp a few more rows of trees, like make them go paler and paler as they go out, and we'll see what that looks like. So thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you have a fantastic week, and I hope to see you back here next week, Mondays, 2 p.m. That's 2 p.m. Brisbane time. So I believe that's probably 3 p.m. in the southern states. Yeah. So I hope you have a fantastic week, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.